All right, we are live. Hello, Corona Days Professional Development Group, and anyone who's joined on for either this live stream or replay. I am super excited. I've been trying to get this woman here for maybe 3 months now, but she's always super busy and she's just doing the damn thing out here. So tonight, I am really, really excited to host and honored to host June Caloroso. And she's going to talk to us this evening about how to be a LinkedIn brand powerhouse. Now, let me tell you a little about what June's going to talk to us this evening about. So we're going to hear about June's journey from being a big tech recruiter to an unemployed big tech recruiter, then moving on to become a LinkedIn powerhouse influencer and the founder of Build with June. She's specifically going to talk to us about networking tips and techniques and how to optimize your LinkedIn profile. A little more about June. So June is a recruiter, a career strategist, and founder of Build with June Consulting. She has spent the last 5 years building teams as a recruiter for some of the world's biggest tech companies, from tech giants such as Google to unicorn startups like Wish. June has helped over 300 people land their dream jobs and has had the opportunity to work and collaborate with over 70 forward-thinking and emotionally intelligent leaders in the tech industry. She has now made it her mission to help job seekers who are in their early to mid-stage careers by teaching them the different strategies and tactics she picked up from her tech career. Missing from her bio, okay, and I'm just going to share it here now, but missing from her bio is the fact that June is also a dancer, okay? She's a dancer, always doing these TikTok videos dancing. Uh, she loves music, and I see I don't see any setup for music and dancing for us this evening, but I'm not going to say. I'm going to turn it over to June. You guys know how this goes. If you have any questions or comments, you go ahead and you drop them in the chat. All right. I'm just going to turn it on over to June. She's going to tell us about herself. Like I said, some networking tips, how to optimize that profile, and then I'll come back in and chat with June for a few minutes, and we'll wrap it up this evening.
Great.
Close my mic and remove myself, and here you go, June.
Thank you so much, Jeanette, for having me. I am so excited to be here. Great introduction. I am going to share some tips on how to level up your LinkedIn profile as far as how to optimize your profile, as well as sharing some of my tips on how to network effectively so you can land your dream jobs, because LinkedIn is like the yellow pages of, the directory of all of the people that work at all of the dream companies that you want to work for. So, but before we do a little bit of my presentation, just to kind of give you a little bit of my story. So as Jeanette has mentioned, I have spent the last 5 to 6 years building teams for some of the best tech companies. Because of the situation that happened that we're kind of going through as far as this pandemic, I was one of the millions of people that have lost their jobs because of COVID back in April. And before I actually started, my business as far as career coaching, I really took the time to sit and reflect and think about what I really wanted to do for my career. So my biggest tip for anyone out there that is kind of going through the emotions of either a layoff or job loss, or if you're feeling really frustrated that you haven't landed your dream job yet, really take the time to invest in yourself by, and attending these webinars that Corona Days is providing you to really help build that supportive community so you can get that inspiration and get that motivation to keep on going. But really take the time to, again, connect with your hobbies, invest in yourself, because that's what I did. And, for the past, 6 years of myself using LinkedIn, I really only utilized the platform prior to last year to promote the companies that I was working for as a recruiter. And then, bam, COVID happened, and I really felt like I lost a huge part of my identity. So, that's why I really just did some soul searching, connected with my passions of dancing and acting, writing and blogging. And then that kind of trickled into launching my career coaching business, because I was always the go-to person when it came to anything career related. As far as like resumes, helping my friends with their resumes, their LinkedIn profiles, as well as interview coaching. So my actions and my passions just kind of led me to where I am today as a career coach. And, within less than 6 months, I was able to really build a powerful personal brand all through LinkedIn. So if you are a job seeker, if you're a business owner, if you are someone that is thinking of pivoting into your career, I always encourage everyone out there to really start utilizing LinkedIn to share your experience, share your expertise, share your struggle, because LinkedIn is a powerful platform and community where you could actually gain so many opportunities, collaborations, mentorships. So let's go ahead and talk about why a personal brand is important in a job search, particularly a personal brand on LinkedIn. So let me see if I can go ahead and share this. And let me you guys know my kids may be crashing this presentation, so my apologies in advance, but it is what it is. We are doing everything virtually as far as like learning and teaching and working. So, okay. Oh, I think Danette, you have to click on that so I could share. Perfect. Okay. So why is personal branding important in a job search? Well, because it can help set you apart. So you can use your personal brand to really differentiate yourself from other candidates. It builds credibility, connections. It's an opportunity to really showcase your skills and expertise online, and it will gain more exposure for you. And it's part of the screening process. So you may not know this, but this was a survey, this stat right here, but a survey based on Career Builder says that 70% of companies use social media to screen candidates. So yes, that recruiter, that hiring manager, that HR manager may be actually looking you up by doing a Google search on your name. So if you are looking for a new job and if you are in the job market, please keep your social media professional, keep it classy, keep it clean, because that's going to be an extension of who you are. And when it comes to personal branding, yes, your education, your experience, your skills contribute to that, but your hobbies, your passions, your extracurricular activities, the fact that you volunteer, that all makes up who you are as a professional. So I always encourage people to really share these experiences on LinkedIn, because that's what really sets you apart as a candidate. So, okay. And again, I mentioned LinkedIn is such a great supportive community and platform, and I want everyone that is watching to really understand that LinkedIn is more than a job board. A LinkedIn Global survey found that 80% of professionals consider professional networking important to their careers. 30% of those surveyed professionals say that a casual conversation on LinkedIn messaging has led to an opportunity. 61% of professionals say that regular online interaction with the professional network can also lead to opportunities as well. Here is some other facts. This probably has changed because I created this slide deck back in the summer, but LinkedIn has reported that they have over 706 million users. And this stat is crazy because out of those users, only 3 million users post content on a daily basis. So can you just imagine that's about probably less than 3% of LinkedIn users as a whole that is actually utilizing the platform to write blog posts, to write text articles, to share videos. That gives you a definite advantage as a job seeker, as a business owner, to gain exposure and to gain opportunities, because not everyone is posting content on LinkedIn. So that's going to definitely elevate your personal brand if you really utilize the platform and optimize your LinkedIn profile. That's going to help promote your experience and expertise. Okay, so this kind of paints a picture of who's really on LinkedIn, because you never know who is consuming your content, who's reading your articles, who's reading your comments. And if you can see this picture right here, this was actually a graphic that was posted on a LinkedIn article based in the summer. But there is 90 million senior level influencers on LinkedIn. There are 10 million of those users are C-level executives. 17 million are opinion leaders. 63 million are decision makers. So again, LinkedIn is a great way to promote your experience, to stand out as a candidate, because you never know. A director, like say if you are looking to get into like marketing, and you are creating a blog post or article, or you're just kind of sharing what you learned in some of your online courses in digital marketing, you may never know. Someone that is a hiring manager in the marketing space may be inspired by your posts, or also may have connected with your story. And what I've heard from my previous clients and my friends on LinkedIn, they have landed opportunities because of their engagement on LinkedIn. So I really want you to see this picture of like who's on LinkedIn, because it's going to make you realize that there is some great opportunities there, because everyone's on LinkedIn and you have access to these decision makers. And let's talk about how you could really optimize your LinkedIn profile to start attracting those decision makers, attracting those recruiters. And speaking from my experience, because I was recruiting for companies like Google, the majority of the candidates that I did hire from Google were either source candidates, meaning I utilized LinkedIn Recruiter to source candidates, passive candidates that matched the different positions I was hiring for, or they were actually referred into the company. So LinkedIn is going to definitely be a great way to get those recruiters attention, to be motivated to want to reach out to you for possible opportunities. Oh, Facebook user, totally agree. LinkedIn. Yes. Okay, let me press stop really quick. I'm going to get my slide here with this information. So let's talk about how we can optimize your LinkedIn profile from the top bottom. So let's see here. Actually, I'm going to pull up my LinkedIn profile to reference. Give me 1 second here. Let me know if you guys have any questions in the chat. Okay, I'm actually going to share this really quickly, and then I'll show you my profile afterwards. Okay, so, okay, Danette, I need you again. Oh, that's great. Rhonda says, okay, I'll read that later. I'm like so used to playing host, but okay. Let's talk about how you, as a job seeker, can optimize your LinkedIn profile to attract those recruiters and key decision makers, to attract them in your DMs. So we're going to talk about briefly how to optimize your LinkedIn headline, what to put in your about summary, your experience section, and banner photo. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so your headline is the most important prime real estate of your LinkedIn profile, because this is the first thing that pops up for recruiters. So for example, when a recruiter is looking for, this is an example from one of my previous clients, a marketing manager, they're going to use LinkedIn Recruiter and type in different keywords and phrases related to that position that they are trying to hire. So they could be putting marketing manager SEO in their search bar, and they're going to go ahead and hit submit to results. And the first thing that populates on their end in the results is your headline. So your name, and then the positions that you are currently working in, and what are the skills that you actually bring. June, I'm not sure if you mentioned what year. Oh, I joined LinkedIn, oh my goodness, probably back in 2014. So yes, a little bit over 6 years. But okay, your LinkedIn headline is the most important prime real estate because this is the first thing that's going to pop up on a recruiter's search results when they are trying to source candidates for particular roles. So this gives you an opportunity to really showcase your skills and expertise. I always say the best method to do this is the formula right here. State who you are, who do you help, and then how do you help them? It's also a great way to include quantifiable metrics or any data points that really showcase the impact of your work. So this is my client Adrina's headline. It's a great headline. It states that she is a strategic marketing accounting manager building brand awareness within the wine and spirits industry. So that's definitely very specific. She clearly states who she is, what does she do, and what industry she helps. So that's a perfect example. Mine's a little bit fun. Mine says career strategist, team builder in tech, recruiter, career cheerleader, passionate storyteller. You can definitely throw a little bit of sauce in there, have a little personality by adding emojis. So yes, LinkedIn is a professional platform, but I always encourage people to add a little personality to your headline or through your about section by adding fun emojis. Okay, so there's a little bit of a delay here, but your about summary is another great way to show how you can be an asset to companies. So what you could do is share a little bit of your story. What inspired you to start your career in sales or marketing or higher education, right? And then this is another great way to include as many keywords as possible that is tied into the jobs or industries or positions that you are motivated to work in, because you really want to, like in this one actually here, this is one of my clients' LinkedIn profiles, but she is an experienced executive assistant. So what we did is we included as many keywords as we could that was actually tied in to her experience as an executive administrative assistant. So what this does, it actually helps you improve your search results when it comes to recruiters. So you want to make your LinkedIn profile SEO friendly. So what that means is search engine optimization. So the more keywords that you have trickled in from your headline, your about section, your experience section, the more keywords you have throughout your profile, it's going to increase your chances of being seen from recruiters or hiring managers trying to hire the roles that you are interested in. So I hope that makes sense. Okay, so these are some tips on what to put in your about section, feature section, experience section. So these are different examples. Say if you're in graphic design, you could highlight your strengths as a graphic design by actually uploading some of your work. If someone says keywords are important, yay. Yes, it is. So yeah, highlight your strengths, show your work. So you could actually use the feature section. And this is a section that I don't see a lot of job seekers utilizing. And this is great if you are in anything creative. Or say if you've been featured in different like news publications for example, our very own Danette Edwards is Business Insider's one of Business Insider's top innovative coaches for 2020. I know this because it's all over her headline, which is great, but also she actually included that article on her feature section. So your feature section is a great way to showcase any publications, any volunteering opportunities you've done, or any passion projects. But it's also a great way to include, again, keywords. And actually, this is an example, if you can see in the bottom, a Boolean search string. So this is an example of a search string that is used to find someone that it has particular technical skills in graphic design. So you can see Photoshop, graphic design, Adobe Creative Suite. So a recruiter would actually copy and paste this Boolean search string and put it in their LinkedIn Recruiter to try to find candidates that have all of these technical skills. So again, this is why it's really important to have keywords from top to bottom on your profile. So I hope that helps. Okay, your banner photo is another great way to elevate your personal brand. It clearly states who you are. This is also a great way to promote yourself if you are a business owner. Think of your banner as your digital business card. No one really carries business cards anymore. Everyone has LinkedIn profiles, right? So what you can do is you can actually utilize the banner. And, I always say it's best to have something other than the LinkedIn stock gray banner. Say if you are, in marketing or in sales, or if you love to write and you do copywriting, you could actually use this banner, and you can see my banner clearly showcases the strengths that I have as a career coach. So for me, I focus on job search strategy, resume and LinkedIn optimization, interview coaching. And my banner is actually updated, but I also included my email. So it's a great way to show your contact information. So you really want to make it easy for people that are visiting your profile, particularly recruiters, to know where to find you. So this one to the right of my banner is my actual friend, who's also a coach. She's a leadership coach, Mariella De La Mora. I'm talking a lot. I gotta sip some water, guys. But she was a top 10 leadership coach by Yahoo Finance, marketing director, and online business strategist. So again, a great way to optimize your headline by including all of those titles. But she has it right on the top of her banner. Those, it's consistent to what her headline states. So it's a great way just to have your personal brand consistent in your headline as well as your banner. And you could utilize free platforms or resources like Canva to help customize your banner photo. If you don't know what to put, you could also put something that's very scenic or a quote that inspires you. Anything but that, stock gray banner is great. So just try to make sure that you utilize that space, because if you don't, it's just such a waste. So Canva is a great resource. Give me 1 second. My son is knocking on my door. He brought me some water. Okay. All right. So I wanted to show, so those are some of my tips on how to optimize your LinkedIn profile. Also, too, I want to touch on your experience section. You don't have to copy and paste whatever is on your resume or whatever is in the job descriptions for the roles that you are currently in. You don't have to literally copy and paste everything on that. All you really want to do is utilize your experience section and just touch on some highlights, touch on some accomplishments you're really proud of in the current roles that you've been in. And then always just kind of put like a brief summary of the role that you are working in and what the company does. You basically want to look at your LinkedIn profile as the cover of your career story. So just basically showcasing a little bit of a summary of the position that you are doing, and then, share and promote all of the things that you're proud of for each role. And always try to quantify as much as possible. Okay, so I wanted to show, although I have more than 6 years of experience utilizing LinkedIn, I really only started using LinkedIn to promote my own professional experience and brand since June of last year. And yes, it was scary at first because, everyone looks at LinkedIn as a professional platform. I've always thought that I was never smart enough, or I never thought that I had anything to really contribute as far as value. But then I really just started sharing my story as far as my layoff story. And then people were always DMing me saying, thank you so much, June, for, inspiring me to use this time as far as 2020 to, refocus on my goals and interests and do some professional development. I didn't go into my layoff expecting that I was going to launch a career coaching business, but I just started showing up on LinkedIn, sharing my story, and then people started kind of gravitating towards me. But I wanted to show you this. This is the first challenge that I've ever done on LinkedIn where I've actually posted every day for 30 days. It was a challenge that was created by Mark Metry, who is the award-winning author of a book that he written called Screw Being Shy. And he actually dealt with social anxiety the majority of his adolescence, and LinkedIn has definitely helped him elevate his brand, and he's super passionate about helping people overcome that anxiety. So what he did is he created this 30-day LinkedIn challenge for people that just wanted to start experimenting on LinkedIn and start utilizing their voice. So what I did is I posted every day for 30 days using his challenge. And, each week was a different goal. Many people think you don't have anything to offer. Oh, yeah, I just saw that. Yes, we all have a story. Everyone, your story can impact that one person, and for me, it only takes one person to inspire. And yes, it can be scary doing something new, especially putting your business out there on LinkedIn. But for me, creating content on LinkedIn and sharing my story was very therapeutic for me. It also helped me overcome my depression and anxiety. All of those feelings I felt in the results of my layoff. Give me 1 second, my charger just got unplugged. But yes, sharing your story could definitely impact so many people. And I wanted to share the results. So I posted every day for 30 days for the first time ever. And based on that, these were my results. I had 300 new genuine connections, over 30,000 post views, invited in podcast interviews. I actually got invited to also interview at tech companies, even though I wasn't even looking for work. So I wanted to showcase the power of LinkedIn and what it could really do for you in your career and your brand just by showing up. So I hope you guys, leave this presentation inspired to start sharing content, because again, you never know who is watching or consuming or reading your content, and you could land opportunities all because of you sharing your story. Last week, I got invited to do an interview for a pretty big tech company. And the recruiter reached out to me particularly to say, I'm so inspired by you. Thank you so much for sharing your layoff journey. I can admire your resilience. And he invited, thank you, Candice. He invited me to do a recruiter screen. And then now I'm actually doing a first screen interview with the hiring manager tomorrow. So this is the power of LinkedIn, you guys. So you never know who's watching. But yeah, this was the end results of my first July challenge. And okay, this is actually, so I'm pretty data driven. I love looking at metrics. But these are like the amount of views that I received. This was actually shared back, I think, a few months ago, but I wanted to showcase this because a strong personal brand and LinkedIn could equal to endless opportunities. So since my layoff, I have started my own business. I have built a supportive community and gained so many friendships, mentors, and collaborations. Shout out to Zanat because she's one of my collaborations. I'm so happy to be part of Corona Days community. I have launched a LinkedIn live show, had multiple podcast interviews, and I'm still getting reached out by companies, and for job opportunities. So I wasn't really actively looking, but now I'm actually. Jeanette doesn't know this, but I am actually interviewing, and this is what's great about having a personal brand. If you have a great personal brand, companies will slide into your DMs. What about JobScan? Oh yes. JobScan, thanks to that. Yes, last week I made it on JobScan's top job experts to follow on LinkedIn. because they saw everything that I was doing on LinkedIn. So yes, so you will start getting recognitions. You will start getting invitations not only to interviews, but you'll get awards like that. And I actually want to showcase too, if you guys are having issues or challenges about, what to put your LinkedIn profile, JobScan is a great way to identify those keywords, but also it's a great way to see if your resume matches the job descriptions that you're applying for. I'm talking a lot. Okay. Okay, so this is another thing I wanted to share. Like, what does your LinkedIn resume say about your brand? Yeah, this is crazy, you guys. So you can see here at the very bottom. So back in 2018, I never posted anything. I did 4 posts on LinkedIn, and then 2019, I posted about 44 posts, and then bam, I got laid off. Right. These numbers aren't correct, but I've updated. I'm almost at 1 million views. But you guys, I'm sharing this with you guys because it's not about the numbers as far as like vanity metrics, as far as like how many people is viewing your content. It's about the opportunity, and it's about the community that you're building. Again, it says I started my own business, provided 50 plus. Yes, you know what, Danette? You are going to celebrate the 1-year anniversary of Corona Days. You should have a Corona Days 30-day challenge. Let me know if you want me to help you with that. I think that will be amazing. But again, I wanted to show this to you guys because you should. I wanted to show you guys this because it has gained so many opportunities for me. Okay, so I'm going to touch on, before I wrap up this presentation, mistakes to avoid while you are networking on LinkedIn. So biggest mistake is you don't have a plan or strategy in place, as far as you don't know what companies to reach out to. You don't know what people to reach out to, and you haven't done your research. So you always want to make sure that whoever you are trying to reach out to LinkedIn, you do your research, take the time to look at that person's profile, see how long they've been at their company, see if they're actually active on LinkedIn, see if they're posting articles or text posts, start commenting and engaging on their posts to build that rapport. So when you do want to reach out to them to set up an informative chat, they're like, oh, I know you, June. You've been following my content or my profile for a month or so. I always appreciate your comments. Yes, would love to have a chat with you. And another big mistake is you are taking the it's all about me approach, meaning you're reaching out to, like, say Danette. Say Danette, if she was hiring for an administrative assistant, you slide into her DMs and say, hey Danette, I saw that you were hiring for an admin position. Would you consider my resume or profile? That's a big no-no because you are taking the all about me approach. What you should be doing is connecting with Danette, start following with her, start commenting on all of the great posts that she's been posting about Corona Days and all of the great work that she's been doing on Clubhouse. And then in about 2 weeks or so, you reach out to Danette and say, hey Danette, I love all of the work that you are doing with Corona Days Professional Development Group. Would love to learn a little bit more about your journey, and I'm seeking for career advice. Would love to have a coffee chat if you're open. So what you're doing is you're making it about Danette, right? You want to learn more about Danette and learn her story and build that rapport and that connection. It's all about, actually, Danette had posted, Leonard? He talked about, like, it's all about building relationships, right? That's what it's about when it comes to networking. It's all about building relationships, not doing like the whole it's all about me approach. You want to build rapport. That's going to definitely gain you opportunities, gain you mentorships. But yes, please do your homework. That's about it. I have more slides, but I do have a hard stop at 4:45, so I want to make sure that I cover all my bases. These are some tips too on how to level up your networking game, understanding your why, decide where to network, engage, keep it about them, start with who you know, and follow up and build community. I'm not going to go into that. Okay, so some takeaways for today's presentation. LinkedIn, optimize your LinkedIn profile, share your story, utilize each section on your profile and include those keywords. Show your work, write detailed descriptions of each of your roles, highlight achievements and awards, and network. Your network is your currency. That is it. I'm so dramatic, I know, right?
Okay, it's okay. I love it. I love it. Somebody said, I think it was Rhonda, she loves your energy. It was so many comments. Let me see. You answered most of the questions. I want to just ask you a question about skills. Anything you want to say about skills? The skills section?
Oh yeah. So you want to put, so are you talking on your LinkedIn profile?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So you can actually put up to, I think it's 40 skills.
Yeah, it's 50, I think.
Is it 50? Okay, let me show you mine really quick.
Okay. Oh, is it there? Okay, let me put it up in there. All right.
Okay, yeah. It's 50 skills. So you want to make sure you include up to 50 skills that is tied into the positions and industries that you are trying to be in. And then I also recommend, if you are looking for work, try to have at least between 3 to 5 recommendations on your profile. Yeah. That's going to help you get more exposure. Mm-hmm. And then I'm going to show you Danette's. I'm going to put you on blast, Danette. She has a great optimized LinkedIn profile.
Thank you, Jennifer Garibay.
Oh, she did it for you? She did a great job.
I did it, and then somebody named Martin Pratt ripped apart my profile in a Clubhouse room. I said, I'm not doing LinkedIn reviews, and he was like, well, I would change blah blah blah. I said, are you talking about mine? Oh, okay. And so Jen said she'd give me a free review, and she did. I mean, she did thoroughly. I should have paid for that. That was a real paying client. She gave it. Mm-hmm.
No, that's great. It's great. I love how you see how she optimized her headline right here. Also included that award that she received from Business Insider. And this is what I'm talking about, people. There's so many job seekers that don't utilize this feature section.
Yeah.
And it's a great way to promote your brand if you have a blog, if you're doing any passion projects. But again, if you have any publications, and you're just doing so much, I can't keep up with you, Danette. But
I have more. I took some down because I'm going to put some more up for the new year. Of course, I'm going to leave the Business Insider there for at least the year.
No, you should.
By 2022, I'll take that down. But yeah, I have some other stuff coming up that I need to post in my featured section. Yeah. I need to work on my work experience, but I'm not looking for a job, so I'm leaving that. It could look a lot more like my resume in terms of metrics, but I'm cool with that right now.
No, it's great. It's definitely great. You utilize each section from top to bottom.
Thank you. So, all right, let me just put that up there for you, June.
Thank you, Rhonda.
Yeah. So I guess I'm gonna have to do a 30-day challenge in the group.
You have to.
Yeah. Started on the 25th of March, ending at our anniversary or something like that.
I want to gift someone the free LinkedIn review.
Okay.
You should have a contest.
I will. Tell me what you're thinking. If not, I'll think of one.
I think you should have a 30-day challenge, and then have people that are posting hashtag Corona Days, right?
Yes, and we will
pick a winner, and I will give someone a free LinkedIn optimization review.
All
The
right. I
winner.
love it. I love it. The winner
And
of
I
this.
bet you anything, Danette, you can have other coaches gift something. That's a
Oh,
huge
yeah.
deal.
This would be
Girl,
really
come
good.
on.
Okay. Yes.
And
Yeah.
and
Love it.
that's a huge deal. Like having
Yeah.
this community for a year and it's
Yeah.
growing.
And we are growing. And Clubhouse is just like, we have 1,600 members and like 200 followers of our club. So yeah, we're doing it. But you know, I want your son. I said, what a sweet son. He bought you the water. He knew you wanted.
He
You needed.
did. He
He's
did.
sweet.
He did. I wanted to show you something really quick.
Okay.
In case anyone that's watching that has challenges identifying those keywords, have you
Mm-hmm.
used those cloud generators before?
I have a link to one, but I haven't used it.
Okay, so let me pull it up really quick. So say if you are, say if you are looking for, let's see. Okay, so say if you're looking for administrative assistant positions. Let me share the screen real quick. Can you click that to that? The shared screen?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So say if you want to apply for administrative assistant and there's like so much information, you don't know what keywords to put on your LinkedIn or even resume, you could literally just copy and paste this job posting. And then what you can do is you can put it on this cloud generator. It's monkeylearn.com/word-cloud. And then you can paste the job description in this cloud. And then you generate cloud. And what that's going to do, it's going to identify those keywords for you. So the larger the word is on the cloud, the more emphasis, the more important that word is.
Wow. June, please put that link in the chat, please.
Where do I do that in the chat? I don't
Yes.
know. Are we on YouTube or are we on Facebook?
Oh, you're not in my chat. I forgot. You're not. Or send it to me some kind of way, and I'll post it up.
In the private chat right here. You see the private chat in the stream?
Oh, the private chat, and then I'll put it in the chat for everyone. Yes.
I'm going to also put, if you go on my website, I do have a free resource, a downloadable free resource. Actually, 2 free resources. I have a sheet that goes over 5 game-changing strategies for your job search.
Oh, yeah, guys, get on that.
Yeah, that covers how to do your resume, how to network, what to do on your LinkedIn, and then I have an actual LinkedIn optimization checklist. So I'm going to put this on the private chat.
Yeah, I'm gonna post that in the group. I'm gonna post your website in the group and let them know that these freebies are available.
Oops, what am I doing? Thank you so much, Danette, for having me. I need to go in the.
You have to go. You have to go. But okay, I can't ask you all my questions. Let me ask you one. If you can go back anytime in time, go back in time to a younger June. I don't care if it was April, you know, before you got that layoff, right? Anytime, or if it was 5 years ago. Knowing what you know now, what would you tell a younger June about herself related to her career development and her business development journey?
I would say use your voice, step into your power, speak your truth. Because there has been far too many times where I didn't speak my truth because I was insecure and I was dealing with imposter syndrome.
Yeah.
And if I had overcame that years ago, I would just, oh my God, I would probably have a way larger coaching business, more successful. But, you know, it's okay. We all have a specific journey and, you know, it's all about, you know, embracing the struggle and all the obstacles and learning from it and growing from it, right?
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But this is why I hustle so hard every day is because I want to show my daughter this is how you freaking build a business when you lose a job during a
Yeah.
freaking pandemic. You put
I
your
like
people
that.
first. And I think what I loved when I was listening to one of your Clubhouse streams, you talked about like you were helping people for free. You
Mhm.
remember you talked about it,
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
that's what I did. Is
Yeah.
I just basically, I'm still actually doing that too.
I mean, it's I've been helping people for free forever, but this is the first time that it was like this to this magnitude. So many people in such a short period of time, and really seeing them changing their lives. And that was helping me, get out of my own depression and my own PTSD and anxiety that I was dealing with pre-COVID. But then what happened is I realized that, oh, I could possibly make a business out of this, like, and so it just opened up other doors. And that's why I say to everyone, I don't care where you are and what you are going through right now. Uh, you in your position right now can serve others, right? And
Yes.
serving others will help you get out of that rut. And not just help you get out of it in terms of, I'm not saying you're going to get a job because you help people, but it will help you change your mindset, change the way you're looking at yourself. And then
Yes.
that will help you get a new business, start a business, get a new job. Because once you get out of that funky mindset that we can get in when we're in that rut, and by serving others, that's what happened to me. It sounds like that's what happened for you. And I
Yeah.
just love it. I love watching you. I love the TikTok videos. I can't dance. I have no rhythm.
We're gonna
But I
do
love
one.
to sing, and I love to
We're
see
gonna
it. Yeah.
we're gonna do one.
We're gonna do what?
Yeah. So
You have to go. You're 2 minutes late. Oh, you're two
okay.
minutes late.
I have
You
to
have
look
to
at
go.
you.
Yes.
Excuses.
I don't want
It's
any
gonna happen.
problems in the Caloroso house because I made you 2 minutes late. 3 minutes now. I love
Okay,
you.
so you just don't want to dance. Okay, let me do. Thank you so much for having
Yes.
me. We're gonna do a TikTok dance, but I do want to gift someone a free LinkedIn audit, but they have to do the challenge.
Yeah, we're
So
gonna do the challenge. We're gonna do the challenge. And
keep
that's
me
how I say it.
posted.
I love you, June. I love what you're doing. Keep doing it.
Thank
Keep
you.
rocking out. Okay. All
Bye. Thank you.
right. Bye. All right, guys. June is gone. Thank you all for coming out again. God bless you and good night.